For the second part of the screencast, I'm going to do something a little bit more in depth with a little bit more data. This is based on something that we did at Live Nation with convenience stores, one of our other projects that we started because we want convenience stores to be another local category for Live Nation. So we're going to start by opening which study we want, and we want the summer 2018. That's the most recent one they have on here, 12 month. And then we're going to go to dictionary search. Okay. So again, we're going to go to, we want concert goers in our columns over here because those are the people that we are measuring. So we're going to go to, have they attended in the last 12 months? Yes. Drag them on over here. And we'll leave that be. Now for convenience stores, that would be in shopping. Convenience stores. So basically, let me explain this a little bit. So Live Nation wants to add a category to see which convenience stores concert goers most frequent in the United States. Now, again, like I mentioned in the last video, I could break it down by state with the bases, but sometimes states don't have enough respondents, so the statistical sample is too little, so we can't get a good result. So I'm going to leave the base empty right now, so it's just going to do a general United States scan. But we are going to see which convenience stores that concert goers in the United States go to most frequently. And this is, again, something that we have been looking at over the past few weeks. So we're just going to say 1 to 3 times for all these stores, all these convenience stores that they have listed. I don't know how many people go to 7-Eleven 9 times in the past 4 weeks. So we're just going to do select 1 to 3 over here. And I'm going to do this for all of them. And I'm not renaming them because the convenience store is already listed right here. And Wawa is our last one. I'm going to avoid other or any just because it's not specific. So, like the last video, we're going to run the crosstab. And I can export that as a Excel doc because it's a little bit easier to navigate. Okie dokes. So we can see here that these are all the people who have been to a music festival or a concert in the last 12 months in the United States. So again, we can look for a green arrow if they index higher or a red arrow if they index lower. So it looks like the ones that index lower would be Citgo and let's see, is that BP? So BP doesn't have enough info. It has that little asterisk next to it. But BP, or what was that one? Citgo definitely does not have concert goers indexing higher for going there. So let's say we were talking to a really big market that has people from all over, or a big tourist destination like New York City. So New York, the New York market for venues may come to us and say, hey, which convenience store would be the best for a really international or very mixed demographic in New York City, just because there's so many people there. So we would pull this, or we'd pull it with a base of New York, whatever. So we would see which one indexed the highest. So it looks like 7-Eleven indexes 129% higher, and right below it is Shell. So if our seller came to us and said, okay, which convenience stores would be the best to pitch this to, we would say 7-Eleven or Shell. And hopefully, instead of the seller throwing a shot in the dark and, approaching Wawa or, Sitco, um, it would be a more likely deal when we present the data to 7-Eleven or Shell saying, hey, your customers go to concerts. This would be a mutual beneficial partnership if you sponsored one of our venues in New York. So that's kind of how this operates. This is a little bit of a more in-depth example. I have really enjoyed learning how to do this, and my supervisor and I um, went on this system a couple months ago, and they just updated it. And with the old system, it wasn't color coordinated, but now it has everything color coordinated and it's really great. It makes it super simple for us to see with the green and red arrows over here. So it's just been awesome to see. And I feel like this information would be super crucial to any job just because I'm, looking at quantitatively measured numbers and factors instead of qualitative. So you can measure anything quantitatively pretty much I feel like in any job you would have. And I feel like it's a really good skill to have. So I have really, really enjoyed learning how to use this and seeing it kind of come to fruition when we launched our Convention and Visitors Bureau's project, and we're seeing our sellers make deals with the demographic information we give them. And, we see a deal be closed, maybe a month after it was pitched, in opposed to maybe 5 or 6 months that it would have taken. So it has been awesome, and I hope you enjoyed my screencast, and thank you so much for watching.